Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crazy D's Equipment. So today I want to talk to you about something kind of special to me and Doc and the family. Something we bought on auction. You guys saw us on the last auction video of us buying it, and I kind of want to go over it with you. And it's pretty neat, kind of special, and this is kind of be a project that we'll kind of work on and off for a while. But anyways, yeah, let me show you something. So guys, this is a Honeybee wheel loader. These things were built out of 140 International tractors. They were mostly sent to co-ops to scoop fertilizer starting in the early 60s. They ran up into the mid 70s. By that time, the late 70s, skid steers and other kinds of equipment got to be more popular. I think Honeybee didn't, but other companies built them all the way up to sizes out of H's and M's, kind of similar size. I've seen W.C. Alice has turned backwards and stuff, done this thing. My grandfather and my uncle bought one sometime in the very, very, very early 90s, very late 80s, and we used it around the farm. And my grandpa did scrap. And Doc, at some point in here, will insert a picture and not screw up and not do it.
If I can find it.
I will find you a picture, Doc. Doc's behind the camera going, but if I can't find a picture, we'll find a picture. We know we have pictures of him on him. But of the Honeybee loader that we had, that my grandfather used we always teased him, it was his wheelchair. Because, he needed a shovel from across the farm, he took it. He needed a bolt from across the farm, he took it. Everywhere Grandpa went, he went. He could do amazing things with it. I've watched him load equipment that he shouldn't have been able to load for scrap with one of these. We loaded combines. We loaded discs, big Miller discs. He knew how to operate that thing and make it do things that no one else could. And the only other person I ever knew that was as good as operating that thing as he was Doc. Doc could do amazing things with it too when we took over the family salvage operation and ran salvage for 10 years. I think me and Doc hauled salvage for 10 years. But we were terrible at it, and the simple fact is we kept everything that was heavy because we dragged home every tractor that we bought and hauled off everything else. So my funniest story I've ever seen is Doc was hauling a field cultivator, had it picked up a folding one with this thing, and he was heading to the trailer, and the thing popped loose and went to fold it, and it folded on both sides of Doc. And most human beings would cuss and go like, son of a bleep or whatever. And all Doc does as it was slamming in on each side of him, and ours didn't have the shade. Ours was just a loader. There was nothing there.
It was cut off about.
Yeah, that was all removed from ours. That slammed in on Doc on both sides. Here's these cultivator points coming in at Doc, and Doc just sits there in the seat and he goes, "Wham!" and Doc just goes, "Whoop!" That's all Doc said. Mellow guy.
No, I said, I pooped.
I pooped. Yeah, that's right. Doc goes, I pooped. And that's all Doc said. And then he got it on the trailer and got it loaded. So, but yeah. But anyways, that's enough stories about ours that we had once before. This one's a little different. It's much more modern. This one, the steering wheel's adjustable. There's a lever here. You can adjust the steering. This steering is hydraulic. Ours wasn't hydraulic. Ours had a gearbox, and I think we repaired it multiple times that we used it so much. They usually have a great big bucket on them, because they were made for scooping fertilizer.
That was a skinny
Somebody
bucket.
replaced this with a little bucket,
Yeah.
modified it to work. We have a set of forks that'll probably go on this thing once we get it up and running.
It had the proper bucket too.
Yeah, it had brand new tires on it, but unfortunately they always put calcium in the tires of these things because they're wanting them to dig in to the sand pile or to the fertilizer pile. And so that rim is shot and stuff, but I have tires to put on it. And you can see, the surface of the machine. It's definitely has scooped a few ounces of fertilizer in its day. And there's some rust holes and stuff that are going to need to be patched. It's got, the safety cage on it. Ours did not have this cover with the international symbol on it, and this is heavy duty, protecting the radiator and the oil cooler on it.
It's a heavy screen, and
This is not the original fuel tank, of course. There is a piece of metal here covering the exhaust, but I believe the fuel tank was here, and they did this whole thing because I think the fuel tank had gone bad. I think the fuel tank was in the center of this at one point in time.
right.
Yeah, and then this, I think it should sit right up here against this. Against this arm up tight here. It does got a brand new tire on this side, and the rim looks pretty decent. The frame looks pretty good on this. I broke a hydraulic line loading it. There are multiple hydraulic tanks on this thing. There's one underneath there. There's one over there. There's one up there on the other side over here. So Doc was able to turn the motor over by hand. The seat is a lot more comfortable setup than what ours was, but there is definitely the battery goes underneath the seat. Ours, the battery went down below here, so that's somewhere it moved. It's got these nice steps up, heavy duty fenders that protects you. Kind of neat honeybee decals on it and stuff. So, but anyways, so that's kind of. I just kind of walks you through what we got here. And they were built in Iowa. Yeah, they were built in Iowa, so not too far away. I have looked up what these sell for. They bring pretty good money, non-running. They will bring $1,600 in this condition like this one is now. And good running condition, not restored, they'll bring $3,500. And restored condition, they'll bring $4,000 to $6,000. So, and I think mostly just because they're odd and they're weird, and they make good showpieces and stuff. So, but anyways, guys, that's the honeybee. It's kind of a neat little thing. We're going to definitely be more videos on this as we get it up and get it running and get it going. I definitely want to share this thing with you as we bring it back to life. Doc and Uncle Craig will probably do most of the work on this thing over time, and we'll bring it back. I don't think it's going to take a whole lot. We'll probably bring it back to working condition, not to restoration condition, because we're going to use it on the farm. I don't know who's going to fit in that cage, because Daniel said the other day he's going to drive it one way or the other if he has to cover himself in butter. So we're going to all get to watch the Doc butter himself up and slide in there. That's going to be funny. I'm filming that. I'm tell you what. So, but anyways, guys, thanks for coming in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the channel with us. If you enjoy what we do, please go to the like, the thank you. You can donate to the channel. That really helps me and the Doc out. Helps us grow the channel, and then helps us make things better. There's a lot going on. There's going to be more auction videos and stuff like that coming up here soon, and more strange and weird and unusual things. So the change on the channel that you're all going to see is you're going to see. If you've not seen very much of it, you probably won't see any more of Angie. She's kind of left the channel for good, and that's fine and dandy. She's made her decision, and we're all okay with that. So That's her decision. So this will probably be the last video with her in the opening credits. After that, we'll probably have something a little bit new. So, but thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.